Good morning. So this futuristic building here is the Mountbatten Leisure Centre in Portsmouth. This is the main entrance here. The hall that we're in is sort of in this bit here with all this works going on. Inside the hall it's absolutely fine, but on the outside they're obviously doing something. It's been a bit of a nightmare for sort of unloading the car because that's on the other side of there. Anyway, I'll not go on about that. This car park is reasonably okay. It's around about 9:30. I've set up my table already. I've not shown me wheeling boxes in and out because I've done that before. So I just thought I'd show you the outside of the hall. It's a really nice building actually, very modern, very futuristic, and I'll show you the way into the actual Brick Festival, which is in one of the sports halls. Inside the sports centre then, this is the main entrance here to the actual Brick Festival. It was in one of the sort of the gym areas, one of the sports halls. Quite a big area, quite a tall ceiling on here as well. Oh, that guy forgot something I think, and you see everybody's still setting up. Most people are sort of finished at this stage, and as we walk over here, past the area where you buy your bricks. This is my table here, just on the right hand side there. Two front tables, one back table. I got my stacking units up as well. This is what it looks like completed with all the dimension sets in as well. They were missing from the earlier shot. So this is sort of where I stand. This area on the right hand side. I got some of my Star Wars sets down here, and some Marvel sets as well. And as we go across, there are different themes within there, Speed Champions as well, for example. And as we work our way up, we've got quite a few dimension sets around. Some of the larger sets go up there as well. We've even got a Technic set, more Star Wars sets, Luke's lightsaber there, some more helmets and some larger sets at the top. Still got Jabba's sail barge and the Lego house brick moulding machine are there. And on the left-hand table we had at the back some more dimensions. At the top we had some larger sets all stacked up. On the left-hand side we had some of the larger Harry Potter sets. Even had one of the modular buildings, a bookshop. There's Yoda, baby Yoda the child, Grogu. And then quite a few Harry Potter sets I tried to put together. And then as we get towards the front we have some of the smaller sets and cheaper sets like some of the brickheads, quite a few Christmassy sets, some of the promo sets there as well you can see, and then some of the cheaper sort of bargain sets to the left hand side. There we have my table. I was quite pleased with how that all looked. This castle was a nice thing. Jason Joyner built this. I haven't actually seen this particular castle, I don't think, at a Brick Festival. But lots of detail in there, and that was nice to see. And this was good. Len Dragon did this. This is loads of Back to the Future dioramas. There's the band playing with Marty McFly. We have the town hall building, Hill Valley. We have Doc's van that he used. And just loads of different dioramas. There's the photo lab, Libyans in the VW camper. That's from goes back to 1955. There's all the diner and the Roy's records. You can see the discussion going on in the diner. So yeah, absolutely fantastic, all these little tiny dioramas. And they even had Marty McFly's house as well, with his Jeep that he gets right at the end of the film, and then it's where Doc Brown comes back right at the end of the first film. So fantastic to see all of that. This was a nice mock as well of a London Tube station and train. They've got the colouring just right on that with the red doors. Lots of advertisement. That's Brick My World. There's their scan code if you want to have a look at them. And then next to that is another larger castle, the Western Fort, again by Jason Joyner. He does quite a lot of these things. I think I may have actually seen this larger model before at other shows, but nice to see it again. There's so much detail. This was nice, the Brick End Railway. The guy was just setting it up still. See in the background, the tables are a little bit uneven, so the train was running a little bit funny, but very nice train, very nice layout. We've got the station there, just a little bit wobbly on that bit, as you can see. We're still doing a bit of fine tuning, but yeah, just so much detail in some of these mocks. We all love a train, seeing the train go round and round. We even had a church in there. I like the foot ladder over the footbridge over the train station, and a windmill. That looks absolutely fantastic. And just a general overview of the actual Brick Festival. So we had the sort of the activities areas. There's the computers there, which the people can play on. These nexotoys.com, they were actually next to me at the Croydon Brick Festival. I didn't really get a chance to have a look at their table. What they do have are loads of custom printed pieces. I was particularly interested in some of the football ones. There's Man United and Man City there. I'm sure they do other ones. Little pokey balls there. There's cups and trophies. And then we move down here and there's like cans of food and drink. There's things like, what's that, Iron Brew and Coca-Cola. We've even got some chocolate bars. There's Kit Kat there. I think they're all spelt slightly differently than the actual things. There's Bricks instead of Twix. We have Brickers instead of Snickers. So yeah, I like the attention to detail. We even have KFB. Some Rubik's Cubes there. All very clever how it all looks. So some really nice custom printed pieces there, and all very good prices. These I liked as well. These were on the same stall, and they had sort of pirates and spacemen, even a gold goat. I really like those pin badges. They're fantastic. And there's some of the other things that they do. A little mini baby Deadpool. Love it. Yeah, so they had plenty of choices. Good to have a look at their stores. I didn't get to see it, look at it last time, so it was nice to have a good browse through all the different things that they did. And towards the left-hand side, they actually had some models that they'd sort of created as well, with different things that you could build. Different sort of models and things like that, and then more pieces, loads of lightsabers and things like that. So, Nexo Toys, go and check them out. And I showed these at my last display, but I thought I'd show them again. This is at Croydon, also at Portsmouth. They've got the Muppet Show, brick built sort of collages here, and it was sort of nice to see those again. There were some decent vehicles and other things on this particular table. Some very fine detail there on that Ferrari, a Formula 1 car, and there's another Formula 1 car there. And as we moved along, I particularly like these. I seem to remember seeing these at other shows before, but just the way that they've done all these different vehicles, but looking like the classic Lego space. There's Benny. There's a collage of Benny, and then we've even got sort of proper large-scale minifigure Benny there. Love how they've done the space logo, and we've got Benny doing the working from the top in the head. Very creative. And there's an X-Wing, but done in the style of the older style Lego that they used to do back in the 70s and 80s. So there's a brief tour of the venue. I've got my Ian's Brick Subscribe t-shirt on, so thank you again, Tyrone, for sending me that. I've also got my little poppy on as well. Today is Remembrance Sunday. I managed to pick this up at the Bristol opening. There was some ladies going around selling those for £3 each. I just thought it was a nice thing to have. Just three little pieces with a pin on the back. It's quite effective though. So the opening is in about 5 minutes. There's the door. This is my stall just here. I'm pretty much ready to go. So I'm going to get something to eat before we start, and yeah, let the crowds in. 10 o'clock, doors are open, in everybody's streams, and they're all going that way, not to my stall. So it's just after 11 o'clock. It's actually quite busy in here today. As you can see, there's quite a few people around. Not get too many faces and that in, but yeah, it's been busy. Quite a few people have come up and said hello already. I've made a few sales, which is very, very good. But yeah, so far so good. And it was quite chilly in here this morning, but they've obviously put the heating on, and obviously with everybody being inside, it's actually getting quite warm again in here. So I'm glad I've sort of just got my t-shirt on. Subscribe, of course. Anyway, let's crack on with the rest of the day. Hopefully it'll remain busy for the next couple of hours. Quick update then, it's about 1 o'clock now. It's really, really busy. Some of the other traders behind me doing brisk business as well. Yeah, a lot of people just buying stuff, which is really good. Still a few of my larger sets left, to be honest, but it's been a good, very, very good day so far. So thank you to all the people in Portsmouth who are making this such a fantastic event. Anyway, I best get back to my stall, and hopefully it'll continue busy for the rest of the afternoon. I have just been given my Portsmouth Brick Festival commemorative brick, and I will be adding that to my brick wall here. It's getting taller and taller as the weeks go on, so I'll do that in a bit. There we have it, Portsmouth Brick Festival, all at the bottom there. If you sort of scroll up, that's getting really tall now. But yeah, it's nice to have a commemorative brick from each of these events that I go to. It's around about 3 o'clock now in the afternoon, so we've got an hour to go. If I just have a quick pan around of the venue, you can see it's starting to get pretty quiet now. It's been a very, very busy day today. It got very, very warm in here. I have to say, sales-wise, even though they've been good, I have had better days, but I've certainly had a lot worse days. It's definitely been worth coming to this event for me. So, and it's nice that it's on my doorstep, and I've only got an hour to drive home. Let me just show you my table. You will notice a big difference from earlier on today. You can see here the stacking at the back isn't quite as high as it was previously, but I do have some of the larger sets left. Quite a few of these have sold very well. I think I've sold about 3 of these cameras today at £14. I had some of the Simba sets as well. I had 3 of those. They've all sold. And I'll tell you what else has sold quite well today. I've sold quite a few different dimensions. I've still got a lot left, obviously, because I've still got quite a lot of these dimensions. But yeah, they've been very popular today, which I'm quite pleased about. Still got my sail barge and still got my Lego house set, unfortunately. So yeah, that might take a while to shift that one. And surprisingly, I've still got my lightsaber. That doesn't seem to be as popular maybe as some of the other lightsabers, but that's one of the things. Sold a couple of helmets as well today, which is quite nice. And as you can see, it's thinned out a little bit towards the front as well than it was earlier this morning. So certainly a lot less to take home with me at the end of the day than I arrived with this morning. Towards the end of the show, I noticed this area here. Actually wasn't far from my table, but they had all these little mini dioramas, sort of like a fairground here. And the guy that had built them had sort of put these non-Lego train tracks in, but I think it works really, really well. There's a Minecraft area there. And they're all in these sort of cases and suitcases, so it's very easy for them to take them to shows. This is a fire one here, done in a red case. And just so clever, and obviously it was all lit up as well. He had some power going in there with lights on there. Trains going round and round. I really like this one. This is obviously, they've got the London postcard there, and with the London bus going round and round and round. That's the one that caught my eye from my stall, and I just missed it earlier. I didn't see him when we set up. It was only later in the day when I noticed this particular stall. I really like this one with the 2 vehicles going round. It looks like the Legoland cars that they have. And yeah, I just really like these. This is probably one of the best sort of models that I've seen in any show. I just absolutely adored all of these. Some cars going around a racetrack there. I think they were with Friends figures as well. So I like the way he'd used different Lego themes. Obviously you've had Friends and Minecraft and City. And then we had this one over here, which is Harry Potter. So yeah, just so much detail. So I'd really, really like these. I could have stared at these all day. I had to go back to my stall, unfortunately. And that's Ian Redmond. So thank you, Ian, for showing me those. 20 to 4, I think it's time I started a bit of a slow pack down. Maybe start packing some of these units away. It's after 4 o'clock, show's officially closed. As you can see, everybody's packing down now. The fun job of packing away, we all love it. Luckily I have fewer sets to take home with me than I came with this morning. I'm all packed away. That is my last trolley load to go back to the car. There are my tables. As you can see, the rest of the hall is pretty empty. Most people have gone. I'm always the last one here, but never mind. It just takes me ages. No need to rush, really, because I've only got an hour's drive home. But yeah, it's been a very, very good Brick Festival. Very, very busy. So yeah, thank you, Brick Festival, for sort of organising an event where lots of people come. It's great. I have to say, sales-wise, it wasn't the best. There have been better sales days-wise, but it's certainly not the worst. It certainly has been a good event for me. I would say it's sort of average to above average for me sales-wise. So that is all good. So I'm going to get this stuff in the car, go home, and then get something to eat, and I'm going to sleep well tonight. I've got work tomorrow as always. I might leave unpacking the car until till later on this evening. So yes, a safe journey home for me. I'm sure it'll be fine. Thank you again to all the people that came over to say hello during the event. Quite a lot of people today, and quite a few people bought things from me as well, so that's much appreciated as well. Anyway, that's it for me. Over and out. Until the next video, take care, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.